to another video. So in today's video, we're actually going to be doing a presentation that I actually started at school in my sports reading class, and it is actually going to be on Garrett Grayson. Now, if you guys do not know who Garrett Grayson is, you kind of figured out through this presentation, but as you can see, played for CSU, and as it seems to be, he plays for the Saints. So, without further ado, let's get started with the presentation. So, in high school, Garrett attended Heritage High School in Vancouver, Washington, which was a 4A school. So, schools go from 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A being the biggest, and you could say the best, but that's not always true. It's just that 5A schools have more kids, which means there's more people. So to make the team, it's harder than it is to make a 4A team. Yeah, that's not always true. You never know, but usually, it's a thing. So he was a 3-sport stand-up player in basketball, track, and of course football. Here he is down. As you guys can see, there's a picture of him. Yep. And so in high school, actually, guys, that was weird. Oh, yes. Okay, so in high school, he was ranked the 17th best overall player from the state of Washington. So that's a huge honor. To be ranked the 17th best overall player from your state, that's an honor. So he also played free safety, cornerback, and wide receiver. And of course, yeah, he did play quarterback, as you can see. That's kind of what he was. But yeah. So he was on to college. So as a true freshman, Grayson entered as a true freshman, Grayson actually started 3 of 4 games that he played in, that's pretty cool. He threw for over 500 yards, so over 3 games he threw for 500 yards and 2 touchdowns with 6 interceptions. So that's a lot of interceptions, but of course he only get better. So he entered his sophomore. Well, that's not always true, I guess. I'm just gonna say you don't always get better, but we can hope so. So he entered his sophomore season as a starter until he was injured in the 5th game against Air Force, which is my favorite team. He obviously was just as scared. Come on, guys, let's be honest. So down in the one picture, you see number 82, and of course Garrett Grayson. Number 82 is Rashad Hollywood Higgins. He actually plays for the Browns now, and I am working on a presentation for that. Might do it in class, but probably won't be able to. So really, it's for you guys. And so yeah, both played for CSU, and then over to the right, there is a picture of him, I believe, playing Utah. Yes, Utah State. Yeah. So, he chose Colorado State. I know this is kind of a little bit backwards, but he chose Colorado State over scholarship offers, and yes, he got Colorado State offered him a scholarship, but he chose that over places from Miami, Ohio, not the big huge Miami, Ohio. They have the red M. Eastern Washington and Idaho State. So you could say Idaho State's better. Maybe definitely not Eastern Washington, but I don't know. I think CSU is better. He entered his junior season as a starter and played 14 games with a school record of 3,696 passing yards, and he also had 23 passing touchdowns. So this is his pro career. Garrett Grayson, he was the 75th overall pick in the 3rd round of the 2015 NFL Draft, and he was arguably, because he was the 3rd chosen quarterback, the 3rd best quarterback. But that's kind of controversial, though, because Bryce Petty, he seemed like such a better quarterback to me, and to me, I still think he is a much better quarterback than Garrett Grayson, but maybe not much, but in college he played for a much bigger school and played just as well, but of course playing harder teams. So I don't know what goes on in that, because he obviously has to do way better than him if they're both playing at the same kind of skill level. But Bryce Petty's playing against harder schools, so that's kind of weird. So here are some pictures. So the one to the very right, which is in the best graphics. Is Garrett Grayson running the football, and it looks, he might be running it, but I mean, that's not how you hold a ball. So the middle one is of pictures of all the guys with their fat heads. I don't know how Luke McCown, the one on the very left, how he held that, because the other two guys, Garrett and of course Reese, had to hold theirs, but he was like this. How does that? That makes no sense. So the one to the bottom left is of Garrett Grayson posing for the Saints, and it looks like these are all Saints pictures, pro career, and yeah, top picture is a picture of him with a disabled kid. So his pro career just continued. Really, just as of recently, the Saints actually cut Garrett Grayson, former CSU quarterback, and then just like the day after, they actually signed him back onto the practice squad, which is like not very good, but you still make pretty good money for, you know, not ever playing or even suiting up. So here's some extra parts. Garrett's uncle Danny Grayson was an All-American linebacker at Washington State, and he was selected in the 7th round of the 1990 NFL Draft by the Pittsburgh Steelers. He agreed to a 4-year contract, broke most of his high school's records. He started 35 to 37 games over his collegiate career, accumulating over 9,000 yards, 64 touchdowns, and he had 27 interceptions. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and yep, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys, and thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye, guys. Bye.